Yo. Woo! Hey, get out of the dumpy. Gets out of the dumpy, everybody. I about lost you. Look at that, another chunk of brass. And we're gonna check to see if that's stainless steel, but I'm sure that's a non-mag stainless. I got here another little chunky brass. Chunky brass, maybe? We'll check it. We'll check it. Owie, look at that aluminum wire. That's right. Woohoo! Aluminium. Aluminium! And beyond! Bros. Dudes. I can't believe it's still here. The next day. The next day. Still here. Still got our brassy. Yep, still got our brassy boy on there. Oh yeah. Cool. I could have swore it had been gone. Got some scrappies. Got a weed eater. Oh, kick plate. Weed eater. Look at this thing. Is this a snowblower? That it is. Look at that snowblower. Huh. That don't look like it's in bad shape. We plug it up. We'll plug it up. Don't really look like nothing new. We'll just take a peek real quick. We got nothing. Yeah. No. Oh man, we'd like that. That's some big old pieces of metal, but too much for me. We'll keep an eye on this one. No start. Well, I knew that last night, actually. I just wanted to make for a dramatic intro or outro or in the middle of. Yep, the truck ain't starting. So, what's next? We got some tools, we got some lunch. We agree. We are in Mama's car. We got to go to the storage units, and FSU is what I call it. And that's scrap up. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go it up. So we got some soldered pieces here. What I'm gonna do is hack it, bink, and then bink, and then this will be my number 2 copper, and then all this will be number 1, because this was a water line. So anything water line or gas line that's not liquid gas, you know, can be used as number 1 copper in my yard. Anything that has basically oil or freon running through it, that would be your copper number 2, or anything that's soldered joint, copper 2. Got a nice little bucket of copper 2 going on right now. Let's make a bucket of copper 1. So the whole pipe right there is copper 1. Looking at it, there's no paint, very little solder, so whoop. Copper. Look at that, I split it just in half. I split it in 2 half coppers. Oh, now we get into the good chunks with the brassy boys. I'm not cutting all the way through to help save some battery power. And that's it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Brass and brass, dirty boys. Right now I'm checking my extruded aluminum. It's got glue on it. Anything that has glue and screws is not clean, of course. Imagine that. So can we peel the glue off? Should we peel the glue off? Should we just break the glue off? Clean breakage. So double check your extruded aluminum, or double check anything, and make sure, because if they see one little piece in there, they could degrade it, and you'll end up bringing it back home and you know, going back through it. So, if you don't want the degraded price. There's another one, same as the last, so we'll break that off. Making sure there's no rubber, plastic, glue, anything like that on there. Like this. We got screws on this one. So, we'll do that. Oh, here's a good example. Here's a good example. They'll go through and they'll see this one little thing. And if they want to be jokes about it, they could degrade your whole pile. If they want to be jokes. Normally they're not. But if I do this, see, I continue doing this, so they don't see stuff like this, and they don't see screws in my, you know, clean extruded. A lot of times, man, you know, they know I work hard to get this stuff out. If I miss a piece, they'll just, you know, be like, oh, well, that's cool. But if they really want to, like if their bosses are getting on, if their bosses and bosses are getting on them, saying no more of that, then they have to do that, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times these little screws, I don't really worry about it, but a lot of times these little screws are stainless steel, non-mag. I don't worry about it. It just ends up in the trash or the shred pile, one of the two. That's a whole lot of glue on this one, so we're going to throw this in the breakage pile because I don't feel like peeling it. I could run it with a razor blade, da-da-da. We ain't got time for that. For your breakage. So we got a little bit of here, just peeled it right off. Clean, boys and girls. Cool. Just need to pull that. Oh, just need to get that little track out of there. That's why that plastics. Just got to get that little screw out right here. It's kind of bent. It's kind of bent, so we're probably gonna have to force that dude out. And these are stainless, non-mag. You could tell the difference by the coating. I mean, it's just weird. You know, you look at it long enough, you could just totally see it. Sometimes it don't cut all the way through, but that's why you keep a blade on you and a foot. Keep a blade and a foot on you and some weight. Oh yeah. Yeah, boys. So we got our aluminum wire, EC wire. We got aluminum extruded. We got some copper number 2. We got some copper 2. Some copper 1. Junk wire, old sheet. Oh, sheet! There you go. Not bad for a start, $159. It's pretty good. 83 cents on junk wire. It's pretty good. I like that. Some of that was number 2. Maybe I should start making number 2. Haha, I made number 2. Number 1 copper, $3.85 a pound. Number 2 copper, $3.50 a pound. Old sheets, 49 cents a pound. Extruded aluminum, 83 cents a pound. That's pretty good. I think it used to be higher. And then that EC wire that I stripped, man, look at that. 93 cents a pound. It actually went up 3 cents. That was the heavyweight right there. Look at that, almost 80 bucks on that. And I found that like real quick. I just rolled up to a dumpster, saw it, put it in the truck, and rolled out. Easy as that. Easy as that. Well, we're back to the Walmart. We're going to try out this Eco machine again and try to sell these 3 cell phones. One of them's an iPhone and a Motorola and Samsung. So, they do supply a cord, you know, so you could power it up, because you do get more money when you power it up. Thing is, I don't know how to unlock the screens because I found them in the garbage. So they're not mine. We don't know the codes. So we're just going to sell them as is, you know, non-powered up systems. Let's see what we can get, if we get anything.
To recycling responsibly. Are you sure you want to quit? Don't forget to grab your device before you go. Once you disconnect your device from the previous system, let me know. I'll help you with my paperwork. Thank you for taking the time to try Eco ATM. This is your last chance. Once I start, hold on just a sec while I put this device away. I'll give you the cash I owe you all at once when we're finished. And I'll begin evaluating your device. Don't worry, you can still get your device back if you change your mind later. Would you be willing to help by donating?
So I found 3 phones in the garbage. I walk into Walmart to the Eco machine with 3 phones. I walk out with 1 cell phone and $15. They bought 2 of them. They didn't buy the iPhone, and I'm guessing it's because it's just an oldie. But it ain't that old. But it's just, I mean, it's junk. I mean, they're all junk. But they bought the Motorola and the Samsung. And one thing I did notice, it had the little fingerprint thing on the back of it. If it didn't have that, they probably wouldn't have bought it, because that was just telling me that was a newer phone. So there it is. We got $15 out of the garbage, and another phone to add to the pile for the board sort, which they pay pretty good too. But I would definitely check out the Eco machine first, because you get cash right on the spot. So I was here this morning and got kicked out by the crew. But what they didn't know is I was here before that even. And I pulled all that copper out of here. Let's see what we got. What a time for the truck to be broken. Yeah. What a time for the truck to be broken. Look at the steel they got in here. There was a bunch of wire and BX cable down in here. That's what I was trying to get out. I went to the storage unit, unloaded, and came back with my loppers, gloves, and the cordless grinder. And that's when the crew rolled up and caught me. All right, I got to get in here before someone else rides up and catches me again, right?
Sit, meow mix, sit. Meow. That's a good pussy.